Wow, that guy had a stack
of. That's a stack of them.
That guy had a stack.
He had a whole stack?
He had a 360 room of keyboards
I don't know
that he could reach up to, and you knew exactly which one to press for the same exact sound.
I immediately pictured Ryan Gosling popping on that fucking scorpion jacket, and we were all just driving, baby.
I don't know if you guys
driving.
noticed, but while you were doing cool keyboards everywhere bit,
cool
I was
keyboard.
doing my own bit where I was walking.
Pretty rad.
Totally ignored your bit. If you guys want to rewind and go watch that again, imagine me in an abandoned city or like a city. Maybe a city.
Guys, if you go back, you could possibly catch 2 bits.
And also, are you guys prepared for the double bit extravaganza?
I am ready.
Guys, welcome to the Valleycast. That intro was given to us, graciously gifted to us by artist name of Based Rob.
Ooh, bass Rob.
Rob is based in the center of a room and surrounded by keyboards.
He said, I made a rather short, but hopefully sweet synthwave intro. Is very long.
It is a sweet synthwave
for the Valleycast, featuring some lofty spiciness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I did get notes of spice. I did.
What was these?
Also,
Pepper.
please never use whatever this site was you put the song on. Please use SoundCloud because I'm an elitist. Guys, welcome to... Just kidding. I don't give a fuck. As long as it plays and you're good to go, baby girl. So, guys, welcome to the Valleycast.
Yes. We have a special guest this week.
We do have a special guest this week.
my
Elliot
sweet-
Morgan.
Oh, no. It's my sweet
Capitalism.
No, it's capitalism. That was a really good Elliot Morgan impression.
Great, Elliot.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
I was gonna say I don't know how to do a Elliot impression, but
Yeah,
there is a cadence.
He tends to swallow the whole mic.
Yeah.
He just deep throats it every time.
Yeah.
It's almost like he can't help it. Guys, welcome to the Valleycast. Mike Falzone is our special guest today
Thank you for having me.
of Dynamic Banter and literally nothing else.
I just didn't get up this morning, and now we're here.
Yeah. Mike was literally here to record Dynamic Banter with me this morning, and then Elliot is going to be out for most of the day, so I was just like, what the fuck? Why don't you join us on the Valleycast, Mike?
What's he doing?
And he
And
said
I didn't
no,
ask
and then we
permission
said, well,
of
the door locks
anybody
from the
else.
inside, and
Yeah.
you don't have a choice.
And I said,
This is my room now, and I shit in the corner.
and I said, Mike, believe it or not, the door does unlock the second you're done doing the Valleycast.
Yeah.
I have no control over it.
We'll see.
One of us is a wizard.
So, guys, if you don't know what this podcast is, it's essentially just kind of like shooting the shit with your friends, bringing topics to the table. Each one of us will present a topic. Mike, sorry I didn't tell you about that part. I don't have a topic.
I got one.
Oh yeah, I do.
I already did.
But yeah, we're gonna do that each of us at a time, and then we'll do some sponsors, and it'll be a great time. We're gonna have a blast.
I'm having a blast already.
I enjoy a good blast.
Me too, man.
I do enjoy a good blast.
Right in the
Most
face.
polite porn star. I do enjoy a good
Well,
blast.
A good blast.
I'd rather enjoy a good blast.
Look,
I rather enjoy a blast.
I was blown away by the work that you did today. You inspire me,
Oh, that's
and
so
I want to
sweet.
thank you
so
for the
much.
blast.
Anytime.
And I thought that was a rather courteous blast.
Of course. Pumpkin spice is back.
I'm a big fan, man.
And the
just
only
gave
other
me a
white
thumbs
woman
up.
in the room just
you
lost
just-
her shit.
I'm a white woman.
There's a white woman
This
inside of me
angel
that
just
just
said-
Really?
blasted.
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
blasted
I
everywhere.
don't know if I don't drink coffee, so I'm out.
So that's what
I'm
I'm
out.
saying.
Yeah, I'm
but
out.
so here's my thing.
Mike, you got a hair, and I love it.
No, I like it too. It's like a cute little gray.
It's like a monocle, a hair
I would
monocle.
I'm not
contend
gonna
you have
move
a
it.
lot of
It's
hair.
uncomfortable, and I'm not gonna move.
I hate it. And I'm
Mike,
not
you
gonna hate
got a hair, one hair on your head. That's it.
it. Like you got one hair
I
left.
just wanted you to know that.
Okay, pumpkin spice is back. Also, it is kind of crazy that it's September and everyone's like pumpkin spice, and I'm like, well, earlier and earlier every year. But pumpkin spice is back, and everyone so much shit. It's like, come on, basic bitches, go get your fucking pumpkin spice. And then when you have it, you're like, oh
shit.
shit,
Pumpkin spice is a delight.
it's magical
in coffee form.
It makes me tear up a little bit.
I don't get the hate about it though, too, because it's
People
like
do. People get mad about it.
yeah,
People,
there's
you know,
so many people that are
so
mad
many people
about
that are
it,
mad
and
about
I
it.
think
People
it's
just
really
need
what
to.
they're mad about is white culture.
They're just
Oh,
mad at
I don't
other
know
people's
if that's about
happiness.
it.
That's what they're
I
mad
think
about.
what
Cultural
they're mad
appropriation of the pumpkin.
Thank you. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No, I think what they're mad about is
Damn
those
it.
tiny things in life that bring you joy, and when you can't.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I mean?
we all do that to a degree, but I feel like this is
Oh,
something
yeah.
different. It's like how could you possibly like just take the basic bitch thing out of it and take
Okay.
the like meme garbage out of it
Okay.
and literally just break it down to what it is. It's pumpkin flavor
Yeah.
with like spice, like cinnamon
not.
almost. Like
That's
what is
nice
it?
that you think it is.
Oh,
but
get
Steve,
ready, man. You're about to get
It is so much
edge-punched.
Oh, I can't wait.
deeper than that.
You know
okay?
what it is?
You know what it is?
Not at all.
No, it's a hearkening to a different time. It's the beginning
Like
of the
97?
Christmas of fall.
It's last fall.
It
That's the
is
time.
nostalgia.
Someone
It
used a
is
time
your
machine to get this?
childhood. It is those red and those golds and those different colors of autumn coming and creeping in through your life. It's the fact that
Blasting you in the face.
Halloween is right around the corner. Guess what's after Halloween? It's Thanksgiving. Oh my God! And what? Is that Christmas on the horizon? Yes. All because of pumpkin spice.
Lee,
It
I-
goes
Wait,
back
wait,
to
wait,
that.
hold
No,
on, hold on.
I
hold on.
agree
Wait,
with
wait,
Lee.
wait.
Like-
So,
Wait,
wait,
wait.
wait, wait.
Wait,
Wait.
no, wait,
The
wait.
second flavor is a book about winter.
What just happened?
There's hints of a book about winter.
The second flavor is a picture book about the
No.
seasons.
Hey, I'm gonna go get
No.
on a coffee run. Do you want some pumpkin spice? Nah, but you can give me one of
No.
those winter book flavors.
I'd love a winter book.
Wait,
if they
what
have
is it though? What are
What do you
the
mean?
what is the spice in the
spices
pumpkin
are-
spice?
Pumpkin spice is usually it's pumpkin, cloves, cinnamon,
And cocaine.
and cocaine.
Okay,
That's
so
what it is.
cinnamon. I mean, what's
But
fucking
cloves
that's what I
and-
said.
So it's like a folly thing.
Okay, okay.
So, but that's what it is.
It's like in Ratatouille when he has the
Yes.
ratatouille
It's
and it takes him
exactly
back
like
to
in
know that part.
Ratatouille.
in Ratatouille when he eats the rat and
Yeah.
then he goes back to when he was in the sewer eating rats.
He got the rat powers, and now he's a super rat guy that controls all the rats down in the sewer.
Oh my god.
Wait, I want to go back to your description. I've never thought of it like that, but that's so correct.
That's what it is.
Because from
'Cause it-
September to
Yes.
December, it's like straight up the best seasonal feelings.
It's the best season
Holidays.
feelings. So that's what
The
it is.
colors,
It's literally
everything.
being like, it's like when everyone starts to talk about summer and you're like, oh my God, summer's gonna happen. Like my first water park. And then it goes into like, this is the beginning of everything.
And then everything's
Or
on
like,
fire.
That's
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
the
I get
fires.
less joy personally out of the idea of like the beach is going to be
Yeah, me too.
beautiful and it's going to be
I
like
get more
80
joy
degrees.
of scarves.
Yeah.
Of sweaters.
My mom's place
Of
decorated
mulled
with like
cider.
an insane amount of
your
fucking
mom
decorations.
Holding your face as she's
Like you
kissing
can't
you
even
and
get
saying,
into
"I
the
love you."
house because
Yeah.
there's decorations.
That's
He's
what it
knocking
is.
over shit.
This is what it is. It's an immediate like
It's like
welcome.
it's like the
welcome
Like
to
you
the
can't
season.
even open the door from the wreath that's like stuck
Yeah.
on the fucking
Yeah.
door. Mom,
Where's
I can't,
the,
where the fuck is the doorknob?
color?
It's in there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Mijo,
It's in there.
I just
That's my
one day I'm
shout
gonna
out.
go in there and it's just gonna be ribbon everywhere. Like I can't even move. It's just ribbon
just madness.
and tinsel. Yeah.
There was one year where my mom put up this like weird like rocking around the Christmas tree thing, and I just remember my niece coming in the door and just it going and her just going terrified. So it worked against her completely
Oh, I
because she
love
was
that.
terrified.
Ruining
But
Christmas.
it's the beginning. It's the beginning of a season.
Yeah, it's nice.
So my question that I was gonna ask everyone was, what's a freaking basic bitch thing that you don't want to admit, but you love it? Mine is pumpkin spice, and also I will kill someone for a good scented candle.
Oh shit.
It's hard for me to admit what.
Defeat. I know.
No. It's hard for me to admit like the what the root of a basic bitch thing is and what I do
How
because
about
like I
this?
could say like I watch The Bachelor and
Yes,
shit like
that's
that,
pedantic.
but
Let's
I'm
go
not
pedantic.
watching
Let's
it
go
for the
dumb.
same reasons why a
Doesn't matter.
basic bitch
It
is
doesn't
watching
matter.
it.
It's
I think I can. I think I can.
I'm watching it to laugh the fuck at it.
I can jump off with a couple
Doesn't
things.
matter. It's quantified as a basic.
Okay,
bitch
all right,
thing.
then that's
Okay.
that's my thing. I
That's
can't
in
think of what
paradise.
would be the alternative.
These may
though.
not be like basic bitch, typical basic bitch things, but these I
Sure.
can list off things that I'm like, these don't matter, and I stand by them. And if they were like,
Oh, like
I'm
this
gonna
is your,
sponsor you today, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm down, and I would unabashedly do
Okay.
it. One, and this is one of them, hot and spicy cheesy grooves. Here,
What's
feasting
basic about
today.
these?
I'm just saying
nothing.
they don't matter.
He's just saying
Oh,
they
okay.
don't. It's
Um,
not something that you would expect Joe Beretta to be like. I'm really pulling for that.
These are
cheese
crack
sponsorship."
Okay, sure.
I mean, that's not. I don't think that counts.
How well, then I got my second
Hold
one,
on.
and my third one won't count, but my second one is the closest. OGX tree mint shampoo and conditioner.
Whoa.
I don't think these are basic
Whoa.
things.
They make my head tingle like I'm at a salon.
There it is.
And I'm
a
in the
basic
shower
bitch
by
thing.
myself. I love that stuff, and the tingle it gives me so much that after I'm done washing my hair, I'm washing my pubic region
Hell yeah.
and my booty hole, and I'm tingling
What is this
and going on a
tingle
ride
that he
for at least 5 minutes.
This might be a medical problem.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
This
no,
shampoo does
no.
not tingle.
Yeah,
you guys
Everything
gotta
burns.
try the tree mint tingle. I'm telling
So
you.
okay, so two things really quick. Two things really fast.
That's real.
Hold on a second.
Guys,
Okay.
let's go on a ride together.
All right, listen. Two things. One, I think technically okay, yeah, that's like basic bitchy because
What,
it's like the
'cause he wants
feeling
that
of being
feeling-
having a
yeah.
salon thing. I don't know. Now we're getting into weird area.
Let's
I
just
was
talk
thinking
about those simple little things that you're like.
the
this
things that are
shouldn't be
like
something
because
I'm-
essentially a basic bitch thing is something that's like incredibly popular
That everybody shits
that everyone
on.
shits
that
on.
everyone
Outwardly.
shits on.
Like no one shits
Yes.
on feeling good in the shower.
I shit on Tingle shampoo.
Yeah, like do you
except,
have
for, except for Angry Dan.
Angry
Get
Shampoo
outta
Dan? What like so? What's something, Joe, that like
Yeah, Joe.
that people make fun of, but everyone loves?
Is it a peppermint
that you
mocha
like?
Well, now I
latte?
have to think a little bit. I do like a good peppermint latte. I'd like the pumpkin spice latte as well.
Do you like a pumpkin patch?
Like, let's name some basic bitch
Yeah, go to a-
things.
yeah.
Okay,
Like
pumpkin
shopping
patch.
at
Oh, I got
Shopping
one.
at
I got a good
H&M.
one.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Even though my original one is pumpkin spice
Yeah.
things because there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Coachella.
Northeast
Coachella's
boy.
one.
Coachella's
That's
basic
one.
bitch thing.
I really like the Dave Matthews Band.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
I'm gonna
okay,
say that.
Okay.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, because everyone
Thank
hates
you.
them.
Shit on.
But the
It's
thing
great.
is, and I think Hank Green told me this once, it's like people don't hate the thing as much as they hate the idea of their audience. They hate the thing's audience.
Yeah.
So you're like, I
Yes.
fucking hate people who listen to Dave
Yeah.
Matthews. That's what you hate. You don't give a shit about how good everybody in
Right.
the Dave
Like
Matthews
we don't
Band
like
is.
How
how
they're
like weed people.
Next level
Shits on-
musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
Everyone
amazing.
shits on John Mayer. Everyone's like, oh, John Mayer. And then you read it and you're like, he's a great singer-songwriter.
Like the
Yeah.
weed culture
Incredibly
thing
talented.
too is
Yes.
because of the
Yeah.
the people that are like
Yes.
with the Bob Marley posters and
Yes.
shit.
The-
you
or
know?
Yeah.
the
So
white
it's
guy
a
with
sin.
dreads.
Everyone goes to a dispensary,
It's a
but no
sin.
one wants to
It's
hang
totally
out with,
a
oh,
sin.
my hands are crazy right now.
I don't think God's like
It's a
a
sin.
guy. It could be a leaf.
God could be in these crackers
Okay,
right
but
now.
like, hear
Smoking
me
weed
out.
is a sin.
So yeah, so exactly. So yours is Dave Matthews Band.
I
Elliot
love that.
doesn't. We just found out doesn't like Dave Matthews.
Yeah, we did.
It's such a shock to me.
I think he just hates the people who
Who
like Dave
like
Matthews.
Dave
To
Matthews.
jump on top of your musical representation of an answer to this question, I will add Taylor Swift. I enjoy a
Oh,
good
see,
Taylor
there it is.
Swift.
That's great. That's
Perfect.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. That's it.
But
I
who the fuck
enjoy-
doesn't like
And
Taylor?
also a
but
good
lot of
tingle in the
You don't like
shower.
Taylor Swift?
Not really.
I think she's
She's
a
a
good
good singer-songwriter.
pop musician.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of those things that again everyone shits on that you're just like, oh, Lord, I like it.
Yep.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
I love Bachelor in Paradise. I love a pumpkin spice
I
latte.
love Switchfoot.
I love Switchfoot. I love a scented candle, and I like playing "We Were Meant to." So much more. As
That's
I'm
a great
driving
song.
in my Toyota Tercel.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Guys, let's talk about our first sponsor.
I'm not getting paid. I'm not going to be excited.
Have some chips. Have some
Get
crisps.
started.
Enjoy those crisps. Guys, this spot is brought to you by MeUndies.
Ooh, our favorite angels.
We absolutely love MeUndies.
We
Every
do.
single person in this building right now. Although I can't speak for our other crew.
That's
We
true.
got to get you guys MeUndies.
We gotta get you some panties.
I mean, we barely got them. You'll get them after us.
Calm down, Kate. Jesus.
But yeah, we'll soon this will be an exclusive MeUndies facility.
It really
if
will.
I have anything to say
I'm
about it.
gonna put it the walls.
I mean, it's just the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn in
Mm-hmm.
my life. It truly is. It feels so good. And we all love it. And so, yeah, that's who we're talking about today. So
You were loving it yesterday. You got a handwritten note.
I did get a
You were
handwritten
like,
note when
I'm
they
in
send
love.
us the MeUndies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cute.
They just released a special
Some puppy
pair of
prints.
underwear that has puppies on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all puppies based on the dogs they have there at the MeUndies office.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sweet and cute, and god damn it, I love it. But let's talk about some important points here. Like they use micromodal fabric, which
Yeah, they
is
do.
probably why it feels so different and
All up
better than
on
any
ya.
other underwear. Yeah, it's 3 times softer than regular cotton.
That's science.
And I'll tell you, we just couldn't believe how soft these things were. It's the exact fabric you're gonna want down by your good stuff.
The best stuff.
And they release multiple fun prints each month in matching socks and bralettes for you ladies. And you can even get a matching pair with your partner.
Oh.
How cute is that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Christmas is coming up.
Do a
gifts.
booty
These
shot.
are good gifts. They're great
The
gifts.
thing about MeUndies is like they have all these cool designs that are like really wacky and fun, and I love the like avocados and,
Yeah, you do.
and Joe and I. Did you get the jellyfish? I got
did.
jellyfish.
They glow in black lights.
They're black light sensitive, yeah. And then I got these like gold treasure things with like skulls and pirates treasure, and all the gold is like gold thread or something, and it's all shiny.
We're just gonna assume it's real gold.
Yeah.
I mean, my underwear has gold, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, they also have plain stuff too. If you're not into that wacky stuff,
Like 747.
and sometimes, yeah.
Biplanes,
Uh,
crop dusters.
But yeah, you can get, and they have socks and shirts and stuff too. So it's really, really cool. And there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You're gonna love the undies, but if you're not into it, just send them back for a full refund. And guys, they have a membership. That's right. You can level up your top drawer with new undies each month.
That's
Members
nice.
gain access to exclusive prints that no one else can get. They get special member pricing on every product MeUndies makes, and you could switch styles or skip any month you want. Guys, you really shouldn't sleep on this one. It's very good. You can get 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee by going to MeUndies.com/Valley. That's MeUndies.com.
/Valley. Thank you,
Do
MeUndies.
it.
Thanks,
I love it.
I watched The Godfather for the first time.
I've heard of it.
as a grown man, 35, it's considered by many the best, or at least top 10
Wait, hold on, Joe.
movies ever.
You're 35?
I'm 35. Thank you.
You're so old.
Thank you.
No, it's
Thank you.
Okay.
Um,
It is considered a huge.
And I went in. I go into older movies with a little bit of trepidation. I'm always worried that it's never going to hold up to the hype.
Yeah.
And for me, anything like pre-1980 is usually a pretty hard watch pacing-wise. It was just a different type of movie
Yeah.
back then, and it's not the type of movie I was brought up with. So a lot of them are a little bit slow, and they're tough to keep my attention. However, made in 1972, this gangster flick kept me pretty enthralled and entertained the whole time. I really liked it. It felt like it had a very modern pacing, and I can tell why it's so damn popular now. I just want
That's
to
also
talk
why
about
it's copied a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
completely
every
copied.
movie,
Yeah.
every gangster movie after it. Now I just go, oh, okay, so they
Okay.
were just trying to remake
Even
The Godfather.
Breaking Bad used a lot of the visual elements
Yeah.
of that film.
So you guys like it? You like that movie? What do we think about The Godfather here at this table?
Yeah, I mean it's a fantastic
classic.
drama. I mean, yeah, it's really good. The pacing's great. Scorsese, right?
No.
It's not?
No, it's Coppola.
It's Coppola.
Oh,
Francis.
Coppola. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Sorry,
I always like to go,
mixed up.
yeah.
It's just my favorite
no.
noise to make. So
I just like it. It happens sometimes. I don't even know. But yeah, it's I think it's a great movie. I mean, I don't own it because it's just like
No,
one of
I
those
don't
movies
think
where like
it's-
it pops up and you watch it
It's
and
definitely
it's great.
like once in a blue moon. Like
Yeah.
it's a definite. It's not like a here I am again watching The Godfather. And you haven't seen part 2, right?
No, and I've heard
'Cause
part 2 is the jam.
That's my jam. Is part 2? I think is an infinitely better film, even though I did like part 1. But
I'm
I
just
think
not
it's
like
better.
super into like mafia
Me neither.
movies. Like the only
it's a
mafia
dude
thing
thing.
I ever liked was The Sopranos, but
See, and I like.
it just was the greatest fucking
Oh,
drama
do
of
you
all
not, are
time.
you not a Goodfellas or a Casino
I'm not.
fan?
I mean,
I'm
Casino's
not-
great.
Casino's fine, I guess. now.
Goodfellas is great. It's just I don't own any of them. I'm just not a huge mafia.
It's not something
thing.
I like. If they came out with a movie, I wouldn't be like, I have to go see it. I'd be like, if it was on.
It just
Go on,
just
sure.
depends on who's in the cast. I mean that DiCaprio one that was like what was that? What was that? one?
Departed?
Departed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Departed
love The
was
Departed.
like was a great movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good.
But it was definitely a modern like mafia
Yeah.
movie, and I was interested in that, but mostly because of the cast.
and
the,
Scorsese.
the part that I liked from it the
Francis
most,
Ford Coppola.
Score Coppola. Robert Duvall ended up being my favorite part of the movie
Yeah,
too.
he's
Like
great.
I was a little surprised, and seeing Brando is always interesting because you're like, oh, that's a dead person.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this amazing art from a dead person, and when you start, that'll take you out of the flick.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you're like, okay, but
There's so
Especially
many
when-
dead artists.
yeah,
I know.
There's a lot.
I
of
like
dead
watching
Mostly
old
dead
movies
artists.
and going like, they're dead.
Dead, that
dead.
guy's
Oh, that
dead.
dog's way dead.
Oh my god, that dog is so dead.
Yeah.
It's
we were
also
watching a
thing.
Marx Brothers movie once
Yeah.
at Steve's apartment.
And I
Like,
was
there's
yeah.
no one's
No
even
one's alive.
Not
no
one.
one's
No.
kids are alive.
Like you hit pause and you go like, not a one living soul.
yeah,
on the
ensemble
screen.
scene. That's just that's
Yeah,
a pile
hundreds
of
of
dead
people, yeah.
people.
Well, it's funny that you say that because Delman and I were talking this weekend, and Delman didn't have a childhood full of movies. That's what we did. Growing up was watch movies, and so we did not have.
That explains a lot.
God, it explains so much.
So much.
We just
It
read
explains-
music.
So no, he did like AP
Excellent
papers.
stories and music.
I'm like, God, but he didn't have that. So I was like talking about all these classic films, and he hadn't seen a single one of them. So then we went down the list of like hundreds of films, like the AFI one. There's like another entertainment one that has 100 best movies, and so many of them. He was like, no.
Oh, like he just
no.
doesn't have
He
any
just-
interest? Yeah.
No, he just hasn't even seen it.
Oh,
So
hasn't
we
seen
wrote him
them,
down
yeah.
on a list because he's like, I kind of want to check them off, like to see him. And there was other ones that you see that you're like, you don't need to watch Shane. Like no one needs to watch Shane anymore. You're fine. No one needs to do it. But we were doing that whole journey, and he's like, of course we've seen Godfather. Of course we've seen all these different things. But they were
Gone
like
with the
actual
Wind
classics.
and Citizen Kane.
Yeah, all those. That he's just like, yeah, all right, got it. But there was ones that
North
he
by
hadn't
Northwest.
seen. He hasn't seen a single Hitchcock film.
2001: A Space. Oh, really?
A single
Jesus.
Hitchcock film. He doesn't want to be scared.
Damn. What? They're not even that scary.
I don't want to get into it.
I mean, they're scary for the
Had a-
time, I
a
guess.
beef
Saw
but
in the
4.
moment.
tell them to watch like Vertigo. Tell them to watch Vertigo.
Or like Psycho. Like Psycho's
Well,
great.
Psycho
No,
can be a
Rear
little
Window. Fuck
Rear
every
Window,
other
no,
Alfred Hitchcock
You're right.
movie.
Rear Window is the best.
I love that movie.
And it's not even that
Fucked me
scary.
up.
I haven't seen a lot of Hitchcock either, so I was just about to ask you guys. Tell me the one that you would stand
I
by.
love
that
North
you
by.
have
I
to
do
watch.
love North by the Northwest, but I love Rear Window.
I mean,
That was
Rear
my
Window
first
is-
one, so
yes.
that's
Rear Window's
probably why I
great.
feel like that.
I've seen
Um,
Birds,
Birds
Psycho.
is fine.
Birds is
Birds
cool.
too.
Psycho's
You've
fine.
seen Psycho?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen a
Birds
lot of
too,
like the
Birds
other
in
ones.
the
I
You should
haven't
City.
see Vertigo. Vertigo's fucking amazing.
So you
Birds
say
in the City,
Vertigo,
I-
you say
I
Rear
mean,
Window.
if you have
Yeah.
if you haven't seen the other ones, I'd say, well, yeah, definitely see both of those for sure.
But to cross it off, it is one of those things with like the mafia movies and things like that you're like, yeah, it's good. But it's not something that you're just like once a year. Godfather. Okay, let's go.
There are
through 'em
people
all.
though,
Oh,
there
yeah.
are
for
people.
sure.
And I didn't
Yeah.
Same
want
with
All
to
Italian.
Scarface and,
and that's
stuff.
let's make it clear. I didn't walk away going that was the best movie that
No,
I've ever
yeah.
seen, but I walked away going, okay, when that came out for the time, I could see why people like it. But
But
Yeah.
I felt that way, and I've mentioned it on this podcast before when I saw Aliens, because I hadn't ever seen it, and I was like, I can't believe this was of the time it was. What a groundbreaking thing!
Alien or Aliens?
Aliens,
Oh,
not
okay,
Alien.
okay.
Sorry, Alien. But like literally, I remember walking away being like, "This is the 70s." Like
I know
blown
it's crazy.
away.
Same. I get the same feeling from 2001: Space Odyssey.
See, and so there's things
you
like
just
that.
can't believe it. It's before Star Wars.
But then there's ones that
Yeah.
again,
And you're like, what the
do
fuck?
the hype, and you're like, it's okay,
yeah.
it's all right.
Like Star Wars.
That's very funny.
I've already told you guys.
Maud Garrett is running over here.
She already hates
She's coming
me
to
because
get
of the
you.
She's coming
impression
from
thing.
Australia. It'll take a minute.
Oh, did you guys get into a Twitter beef about it?
She's very upset.
Is
with
she
me.
actually upset?
No, it's not real upset, but it's like kayfabe upset.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
But there's
So
a
we don't
bunch
have
of
to
those.
inform Keemstar at all.
You'll find out.
He knows
Googling.
all.
He's
Yeah.
digging through the
Now.
trash as we speak, looking for his next story.
But what would you say is on that list of like, this is something that you have to see? Oh, I think I know yours actually.
Oh, I mean,
This is Planet of the Apes.
Well, I
Planet
mean,
of the
that's just
Apes,
my
yeah.
favorite movie. I don't think it's like a need to be seen movie. I mean, it's definitely much like a court procedural with like sci-fi elements and like really-
weird chase scene right in the middle
I'd
of there.
say what brings what people would find most interesting about Planet of the Apes is Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Sorry,
There it is.
I love it so much. Is
Somebody scratched my Steve CD.
it's got quite a few
Oh my god,
scratches
this
in
is
it.
totally a track on the Steve CD.
It
It's
is.
just an entire journey through Planet of the
well,
Apes.
my reason why no, I think the most
Dip, dip, dip.
the most
other
appealing
tracks.
thing about it is that Rod Serling wrote the screenplay. So it's basically like a big Twilight
Yes,
Zone
yeah.
movie,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's why it has a cool ending if you don't know what it is, and a lot of people still don't, which is really cool. But anyway,
I love it.
no, I don't know. I think like a must see movie. Come
How about
back
this?
around to me.
There's
Yeah.
a
Well,
bunch
Mike,
of
what's your
those.
favorite?
Just classic
old
or of
movie?
all
Yeah,
time?
classic old
Classic,
movie.
that would be on one of those
What's
lists.
the cutoff for being
Let's
old?
say
It doesn't matter. I think
doesn't
it's just.
matter,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say that would be on one of those best of all time lists because there was
One
a
of
lot
those
of things that
pretentious
were like
lists.
shocking to me that were on there. Fifth Element was on one of those lists, and I was
Oh,
like,
that's a good one.
actually, yeah,
It's
Dude.
really, really good.
Love
like
that movie.
yeah,
It's
a
really good.
phenomenal movie.
League of Their Own for sure.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
that's
I
a
fucking
good
love
one.
that.
That's in
movie.
my top
That
3 for
is
sure.
in the top three.
It's like it battles Shawshank for #1 spot. I love
Interesting.
Shawshank
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so good.
And then my other like favorite movies of all time are like Wet Hot American Summer,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is not old enough yet, and then
No.
PCU, which is dated enough to be old. PCU is my top favorite movie of all time.
Good.
Yeah.
It's underrated AF.
Yeah.
It
Was the
really
poster
is.
I
Free
saw it
Women
too
and
many
Beer?
I don't think
or
I've
Free
ever
Beer?
seen it.
it's-
Everybody Gets Laid.
That's
You know what
it
it
That was the name of the
That's what
band.
it is,
I have
yeah.
not seen it.
It's
Oh,
Van
man.
Wilder. It's
I would
like-
love to watch that. With you.
Another genre I'm not
Another
too
gen-
into.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Steve just hates.
and also
He
like
hates the fun genre.
Steve never went to college.
I also only saw like A League of Their Own like twice, and I love it. I think it's great, but like I don't. It's been so
But so-
long.
Did you
There
cry when
are
Betty
those-
Spaghetti's husband died?
Oh,
Jesus.
Betty Spaghetti.
Spoiler.
I
want my last.
I
name
mean
to be
that
Spaghetti.
movie was on all the time in my mom's room. She just watched that
Really,
movie
that's
all
so
the
cute,
time. Yeah.
Stella.
That and like Titanic and Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff like
those.
that.
I get those.
Tom Hanks is so good in it. Love it
There
so
are
much.
those ones that are the classic ones.
I kind of like if I was thinking of like a pretentious one, maybe
Yeah.
something like Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah. See.
Which I
That's a
love
good
so
one.
much.
Yeah.
Kubrick. It's a Stanley Kubrick
It's
movie.
number
and
one on many top comedies of all time.
Yeah, along with like Airplane. I think they're
Yes.
always pretty close to each other. Airplane I
And
think
Some
is on
Like
the
It
AFI
Hot.
Top 100.
No, it's not.
It's
I
not?
just went over it.
I thought it was.
It's not. There's not many comedies. Oh, this is another one that was shocking to me. On one of the lists, the comedies were really slim and nil, but like Hot Fuzz was
Oh,
on that,
weird.
and I was
Oh,
like,
that's very strange.
It's a good movie.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a
That's a
great
British
movie.
one, right?
Yeah,
but it was like, like it was like I didn't.
Oh, maybe
that
some
one.
Monty Python's in there. Is there
Oh,
any
yeah.
Python in there?
No.
In the AFI?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
AFI,
Grail, I watched that a million
AFI one is
times. It's-
really
So
it's
good.
really thick on the like cinematic breakthrough.
The AFI
things.
list?
Yeah.
So was
it's
it like Tootsie or, like,
Shawshank
Graduate or
and like Schindler's
something?
List and like
Here, just because we're
it's
here and we're
all
talking
super
about it,
heavy.
I'm going to give you the top 10 really quick.
Top
from
10 what?
AFI's
Comedy?
laughs. This is
Oh,
laughs.
comedy.
laughs.
AFI's laughs.
Well,
Yeah.
we're talking laughs.
So we're gonna we'll skip the middle. We'll start at the top number 10 and go down really quick. 10.
Please.
Airplane.
Okay,
9.
that's
10?
laughs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Keep going.
The Graduate. It
That's
happened
not that
one night.
serious.
Is that the one with Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's not a comedy.
Com- comedy by
It's
any
like a
means.
very dark comedy.
Yes.
Just funny to
If
think
it
about
even
Dustin
is.
Hoffman's dick.
Oh, thought about it.
This movie's hilarious.
Here I am.
I thought about it. Oh, and I see it.
It happened one night. MASH.
MASH isn't a comedy.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it
I've
is.
never seen the
I
movie.
guess it is kind of. Yeah, you're right.
Blazing Saddles.
It's
oh,
like
it's good. It's great. Would never
Yeah.
be made now.
Duck Soup.
It's
Oh, yeah,
it's in my
yeah.
top 3 film of all
Duck
time.
Soup.
Oh,
Duck
really?
Soup is
Wow.
Duck
it's a
Soup and Night of the
Marx
Ar-
Brothers thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna say right now, Groucho Marx had such a profound
Yeah.
influence
Yeah.
on my
Same,
comedy.
yeah.
Oh.
Like it was such, and Harpo
Harpo.
Marx had such
Harpo's
a huge
my
thing.
my baby
That would
boy.
make sense for
I
yeah,
love Harpo.
absolutely.
But Duck
Duck
Soup is like
is literally
fucking-
top for
It's
me.
it's like somehow this movie from decades. Like what is it? Like
It gives
19
me
what year is it in there?
full
Does it
belly
say?
laugh. It's like 50,
33.
Yeah,
Oh, good
1933. Jokes from 1933 are
Yeah.
fucking you'll die
God.
hilarious.
It gives me belly
yeah.
laughs every single
It's
time.
crazy.
But that was one that Delman hadn't seen. That I
No
literally
shit.
was like, we have to get an annulment. Literally was like,
Or you could
I
just
under-
watch the movie with
Nope.
them. You
No,
don't-
no.
We're getting
I,
into course. There is
I
no
already
medium
said
on
it.
this.
This is a little extreme.
Alana
sorry.
has not seen them, and I'm like, I am so excited to show.
So
them
you're
to
excited to show. I just
Oh,
get
fun.
upset that
I'm
like,
ex-
what
I-
are you doing with your
her.
life?
Get out. Yeah.
The last 4 to round it out is coming in under the 4 spot is Annie Hall. And then we're following that up with Doctor Strangelove
Yep.
or How I Learned to Stop Worrying. And
Love.
How I Learned to
Love
Meet Your
Mom.
Mother.
Yeah, why does anybody talk about that movie as an acronym? They should. Destroyer,
They just call it Doctor Strange.
And then number 2 is Tootsie. And
I
number,
never knew Tootsie
will
was
and
up
number
there.
never
1
be made again.
is Some Like It Hot because both of those movies are about a dude dressing
Dressing
up as a woman.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Which was
it's The, it's the
hilarious.
peak of comedy.
We were watching Tootsie again because it's in almost every screenwriting thing. If you're gonna write like a romantic comedy and stuff, like it's in a lot of romantic comedy screenwriting books. That Annie Hall and When Harry Met Sally are like 3 that people use tremendously. And Adele and I were watching Tootsie again, and we were like, "Oh, this would never be made nowadays."
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
it would
it's
just be
real problematic.
It's real problematic.
Just a couple points of
Super
interest.
problematic.
I can't believe Battlefield Earth isn't on the list.
a couple points of interest before we move on, just because I think we'd like to know what's modern and on these lists. Beetlejuice is at
fuck
88.
yeah.
Oh,
The
88.
Jerk is 89.
Jerk is so
Jerk is in
good.
my top 3 too. It can't happen.
I if I could wed any woman from any movie at
Bernadette
any
Peters.
time ever, I would make Bernadette Peters from The
Yep.
Jerk my wife.
Yeah, she was. That was
Bernadette
another one that you
Peters.
see it, and she's so funny in it too.
She's just cute as
A friend of
fuck and
mine
funny.
does
and,
the best
ugh.
Bernadette, and it's always just like, when we can.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's my Bernadette.
Yeah, she's got this little girl voice. She's so good. She still performs.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She's banging too.
Mrs. Doubtfire, some more cross-dressing at 67. Big at 42. Oscar-nominated Big.
Pedophilia.
everybody.
Large man plays the piano.
Boy becomes large due to magic.
Groundhog's
Magic
Day
makes a
34.
boy man.
13-year-old sleeps with 35-year-old woman.
Woman has no remorse and pines for years.
Boy, not boy.
Big boy, really regular
Really,
man.
man.
Big boy gets a job.
Boy's first apartment.
Best friends with man.
Boy tries on suit.
Oh, man.
Oh boy, my friend's a man. This is very minimal and stupid.
I love it.
But I was
Already.
thinking that, you know, when you open your car door and there's a couple levels that it'll stop itself.
Uh-huh.
There's like 2 or 3 settings to a car door, and they're usually all perfect for really any scenario.
I know
like
what you're
it'll
about to talk
stop itself right before it gets to another car.
Sure.
And then if you're close to a house, it'll open up all the way until it gets to the house, you know? But there's one place where there are no settings that are okay. And I want to see if this place is universal to you guys. If you were to guess where there is no appropriate car setting where you're not going to bang your door.
Oh, yeah. You mean like a place that's close to us, or a place that like
any place that you could park next to where there would be no amount that you could open your door
like
that
Trader
would be comfortable.
Joe's or something? Like
I
That's a
would say-
guess.
but yeah,
It's not the
I
one
think-
I'm thinking
No,
of.
I would think it's any type of like parking structure. Like any type of parking structure, I get real beefed in.
Where I don't deny it, but it's not the one I'm thinking
Okay,
of.
got
And
it.
each guess is making me think that mine is less relatable.
I'm trying to find where you're going. And
I can't
haven't.
wait to
Once
hear it,
I
because
say
once
it,
you say it,
yeah,
we're all
yeah.
gonna.
Everyone's gonna come.
Yeah.
No,
I can't
no,
wait. It's been
I
so
don't know.
long.
A freaking Sonic drive-through.
I mean, they're all kind of
Oh,
variations
I
of the
think
same.
is
yeah.
it? Oh, is it the one where it's a parking like ticket thing where you just bang it?
No,
No,
it's.
but
I
that's
know.
pretty good.
I know where you're going with this, and I can't wait to hear
What
the-
is it?
Gas pump.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
There's like a step up,
Yeah.
concrete step
Yeah.
up, or a fucking like pillar
Oh, yeah,
for
that-
some reason.
Yeah.
Or that like
Like,
weird
God.
metal bar that goes
Yes.
like this.
But-
For whatever
or the
reason.
garbage
You're
can.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I think those are all there so that a car can't like just crash right into
Yeah.
one.
Yes, but as a result, there's no
Yeah.
comfortable way.
Those
to
are
park next to one.
antiviral video barriers.
Right? They
What
are.
those
Yeah.
There's
Or
also-
depending on how you look at it.
Anti-live leak barriers.
Yeah.
There's a million of those. Like, you get to watch people and they're just like,
Yeah.
Scooch out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
right.
Only
Yep.
to be told in New Jersey that you can't pump your own gas.
Wrong side. The different side. Go around.
It tells you there's an arrow.
Go around. There's a different side.
Is New Jersey a self?
around.
You can't self-serve in
Yeah.
New Jersey.
You
One of them,
can,
huh?
Have
yeah.
you,
One of them.
It's very interesting.
Is it weird?
It's from a
Yes.
forgotten time.
Is it uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have to tip that person?
You don't have to, but I guess you should because it's normally like fucking 10 degrees when it happens.
Yeah.
So I'll always tip
Oh.
a cold person.
Yeah.
You know what they say.
But not a
always
hot
typical
person.
No.
You leave a hot person the fuck
Leave a hot
alone.
person hanging.
Don't
That's what
touch
they
a
say.
hot person.
Tip a cold boy, leave him hot and
Dripping
hanging.
sweat. Yeah.
Just don't make eye contact with a hot
Cool
person.
off. That was him going over him. I hit the guy. I hit the guy. We were walking away.
Oops. I hit the guy.
I hit the hot guy.
Have
Oh,
you
I
guys
hit the
ever
guy
been
again.
in a situation where you had to like crawl into your
Yeah,
trunk
we
to
have
get to
one-
your car to get to or crawl in from your trunk to get to the driver's seat?
You mean, are you asking have I ever been kidnapped?
No. You know how you have to open your trunk and you have to climb over the
when
seats
your
and
friends
stuff.
throw you in the back of a trunk and you gotta go through that tiny little hole. to
And
get to
they
the
leave
front
you
of
in
it.
TJ
And they
tied
send you
up.
there. You gotta break the back light, stick your hand out on the freeway, let someone call 911, get
That is the
pulled
procedure.
over.
That's the procedure.
That is the procedure.
Is this your
Uh,
topic?
No, I was building on yours.
No,
Oh.
I mean,
I was just interested.
multiple times I've had to park super close to something. We have a shitty garage where like, and with Gus, the bus, we literally have to like park one side and then Delman in his 6'2+ frame has to like oogle over it and just be like, honk, always. Like, always a honk.
Of course.
And then always just climb over it and just be like, ah. And always be
Oh,
like,
so he has to
close.
go
Go out
into
the
the
top.
car to get out of the.
It has to be like the passenger side to get in because otherwise it's just too tight.
Yeah.
It's too tight. Can't happen. Too
Yeah.
tight. I have before gotten stuck. Been like, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
shit.
we have, some people have titties that literally like, you're just kind of stuck in the door and you're like, well,
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have titties?
I couldn't help but notice.
When they come with the
Oh,
jaws of life. Oh, she has titties.
Oh, it's
I don't-
hold on.
we don't mean to
Jaws
assume.
2 of life.
Jaws 2.
Hi, ma'am. I didn't want to say anything, but it does look like you have titties, so
Yeah,
that's a 5%
sorry.
discount
I
on
didn't-
these tickets.
I didn't mention it before. I didn't know it was necessary to mention it. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
but
you just
yes, I
get
do
a
in fact-
discount. Next time, let
Okay,
us know.
Great. Thank you so much. Yeah. My friend has a butt. Is that it?
We're
Okay.
titty guys.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
hi,
no.
I have
Thank
ass
you so much.
titties. I have those ass titties.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. How about 2%? Is that good?
Yeah, great, great.
2% discount.
Yeah.
I told you I'd get it, babe.
He loves a deal. No, that's the thing is that whenever you're like, there's been times I've really been like, you can do this. Like, just like,
Talking to your boobs.
All right, it's gonna be like a band-aid.
What's the what's the longest you've ever slept in a car?
oh, wow.
Does anybody know this?
I did a day.
Like during a trip or
Day or
Or
part-
just like what's the one chunk in your life where you slept the most in a car, from falling asleep to waking up?
I have no proof, but maybe like an hour and a half. On like longer
I'm gonna
road
Do you
need
mean
proof.
unplanned?
Uh,
Like it just you took a nap?
No, do you mean like,
I've done overnights.
one
and-
time
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, have
Yeah.
you slept in your car
Oh,
overnight
yeah,
I've slept in my
or
car
something?
overnight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've done like
They were
multiple
pissed in that
overnight
McDonald's
things.
drive-thru,
Oh, they
though.
get so mad. Let's go to Walmart.
How'd
You
the
can just
honking
do it
not
there.
wake you up?
You can just sleep at any Walmart. It's a fact.
You get used to some
That's-
things.
I guess I just don't. I've never like slept in a car overnight. I feel like, or if I have, I've not remembered. I've forgotten about it.
No, I have.
You blocked it out.
I blocked
Oh,
it
I
out.
had to.
I remember driving one time from up north to down, and I literally I picked a wrong time to drive at night, and I was just like, I'm gonna pass out. So I just fell asleep, and then woke up, and they're like, the next morning, and
Danger.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
so that I've done that, and then I've also had the thing where like I've day drunk before, and then been like, I have to sleep. Like I've been like full
That's funny.
sleeping in my car.
Walk out of your house and sleep in
Yeah.
your.
It's just I don't
I'm
like my
only
mattress.
comfortable here.
No,
This is
fuck
it.
it. I
No.
gotta take it.
My
This is
car
it.
seat is the most comfortable
I'm gonna
mattress
need-
I own.
I'm just letting you know. I need a sweater to ball up as a pillow.
And I'm gonna have to lay on the seatbelt buckle.
A
Let me have
new
some of this.
Spencer.
Ryu.
Hey, Kate, give us one of those really far away screams. There we go.
There she is.
Hey, do you
Coming
guys
in
like
hot.
comic books, movies, video games, superheroes, all that
do.
type of stuff? Huh? Mike,
do.
you like
So
that
do
stuff?
you.
Steve, you like that stuff?
Absolutely, I do. I like all of it.
Yeah, you know you can get all of that from our sponsor, Loot Crate, on a monthly basis. You guys all heard of Loot Crate?
Yeah, I used to have a subscription. I love it.
Yeah, well, Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box delivered direct to your door with exclusive pop culture collections, apparel, and gear. Loot Crate curates, designs everything themselves, and you can't find these items anywhere else.
True.
No matter what you geek out about, this is for you. Basically, you get a box of cool, one-of-a-kind, they geek and nerddom and awesome stuff every single month. That's what we're doing here. Over 30 million crates have been sold, and this month they have their themes are out of this world, featuring Marvel's Venom, Alien, Predator, and X-Files.
Yeah.
It's a good little box.
Joe, I heard they got their Crate Blanchett coming up soon.
Oh, Crate
I
Blanchett.
cannot wait. If there is not a Carol figurine in there, I'm going to be upset.
The Greatest Showman. We'll
Oh,
follow
I
that.
love the Crate of
Maybe a
Show.
little Crate Makuchi.
Oh, I love a Crate Makuchi. It's a niche thing, just a bunch
It
of
is a niche
ukuleles.
thing. And a
Various
tiny
sized-
felt mouse.
Yeah, various sizes of ukuleles. None of them work.
Guys.
You guys, Loot Crate packs $50 of value into each crate for less than $20 a month. You can't lose. There's been over 30 million crates sold. Subscribe now and give yourself a birthday present every month. This month,
That's nice.
sign up now because September 19th is where they will be done with this month's theme, which again is Marvel's Venom, Alien, Predator, and X-Files. Get the best surprises each month from the largest geek and gaming subscription company, Geek Out in Style with Loot Crate. Subscribe now by going to lootcrate.com/Valley and enter the code Valley to save 15% off of your subscription. That is lootcrate.com/Valley
Valley.
and enter the code Valley. Steve, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
man.
excited about what
Ready,
you
do
have
it.
to say.
Yeah,
Do
so
it.
I recently was cast in a local production of Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm very, very excited
So
about
cool.
it.
I'm so jealous and
I'm-
envious
dude.
and happy for you.
It's interesting because this year, Alana was saying, like, is there anything that you haven't done that, like, you in a long time
wanna
that
do
you'd
before
want to
you die?
do before
Yeah.
you die? Because I'm
Bungee
dying
jumping.
very soon. And she's like, what is something that in the entertainment world that you haven't tried to do yet that you really want to do? And I was like, man, I really want to do like stage
A snuff
stuff.
film.
No, I was like, I really want to do stage stuff, like some kind of musical
Yeah.
maybe, or like, something on the stage. It's like, it makes me nervous as fuck because like that kind of stuff is like
that's
crazy.
great.
You're going to kill it.
But yeah, this is a really cool role. And
You are playing, you haven't said what you're playing.
No, I'm playing Eddie, who's the Meatloaf role from Rocky Horror,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
so fun.
such a fun
Give us a
role.
couple bars there. Give
You
us
don't
a song
have to
you're
do that.
singing.
Whatever happened to Saturday Night? That's all.
Yeah, it's so
Okay,
good.
that's all I got.
So good.
Really
I
good?
That's
like
not
it.
even. It's just a little something. It's nothing. I had
We
Cheez-Its.
kept doing bits of, of Steve popping out and being like, and then I come in and I go, Rocky.
Rocky Horror, Rocky Horror.
Okay. Oh,
know
all
my
right.
favorite
We'll think
song.
about it.
We
We'll
did
think
that
about
for
it.
50 minutes.
But yeah, man, I'm really stoked. Once I have info about where and when, I'll say so here, so that if you guys want to see it,
I want to see it. I'm ready.
Yeah, I would
can't
love
wait.
for you guys to come. I hear it's like a really, really good time with this group because they've been doing it for like 4 years, and I almost did it the year that I did Frankenstein MD.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way back when, and I was like, "Fuck, I just don't have the time for this." So, like, getting another chance to do it, I'm really
there's-
excited because it's been growing in popularity. This
Yeah.
version of it.
Don't be
Fun.
nervous about it because you have plenty of time for rehearsal. You'll find that really
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And then when you do it, I don't know. I always think that I did a lot of musicals in my youth, but it was one of those like there is really honestly for stage stuff. There's nothing like it. Like
I know.
that's
I'm very
why
excited.
I did stuff later on with that, but with stage, it really is like that kinetic energy of like live people just loving. It's
Yeah.
just it's a dream. It's like also. I mean, Mike knows because stand up. It's like there's that weird endorphin that you're like, this is unlike anything
Yeah,
ever.
I used to
I-
do musicals as well.
Did you dance a lot?
I did
Wait, oh,
Oliver.
Oh,
Jesus
I was
Christ
Captain
Superstar?
Hook. What?
I've seen the Captain Hook photo.
You're a crook, Captain Hook.
That's not what it was like.
Yeah. No, I love it.
That's so cool. Crook, Captain
Captain
Hook.
Role meant a lot to me.
What is
Wait,
it
what
like?
else
Throw
did
the book, Captain Hook.
No, what the fuck? What song is that?
It's
This is
Arrested
from
Development.
Arrested Development.
Oh,
they always
okay.
cut
They
back
keep
to
cutting
the
back.
Captain Hook musical. It's not a Peter Pan musical. It's a
It's
Captain
just a
Hook.
Captain
Dude, Arrested Development is so fucking good.
It's so good.
What were you in? So you played Captain Hook in a Peter Pan thing?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
The Peter.
How old
Peter
What was
Pan.
the song? Do you know the song?
6th grade.
Was there a song?
Yeah, it was. I go Tarantella, and I asked somebody to play a Tarantella, and then the Croc shows up, and we never sing the song.
love it.
Wait,
Oh,
really?
wait, the joke is that
Oh
Captain
no, there
Hook
is a
never gets
song,
to sing.
and it's about poisoning boys. I think it's called Poisoning Boys.
Grab your flasks. We're gonna poison boys. We're gonna poison boys. We're gonna
Don't
poison
just ask. We're
gonna
gonna
poison
poison boys.
boys.
We're gonna poison boys.
That's exactly it.
Poison boys, poison boys, poison boys, poison boys.
Get your sacks. We poison the boys. We poison the boys.
We poison the boys.
Oh, I
Just
love
be our guest, but you're saying
Yeah.
boys
Yeah.
and
And
boys.
then there's a key change. And
Of course there's a key change.
Poison boys.
poison boys. Okay.
the smallest pirates sing
And
the
then,
highest.
yeah,
We've
that's-
got no
it's like
choice. Gotta poison
The
boys.
smallest poet always comes to the front and like knees on his knees goes
Poison boys.
And then there's
That's
that
always
break
what
where
it is.
some guy comes in for a little bit of extra comedy, but he
Yeah.
doesn't sing the line. It's the break in the song. He goes, "Wait, should we poison girls?" No.
Poison boys, poison boys, poison boys, poison boys, poison boys.
By the end of the song, the croc comes in and is doing all the choreography.
Yeah, he's dancing
And then the
with
song
it.
stops and they're like,
Oh yeah, they all do that skip thing, and then
yeah,
they get
and then they
chased
all run
around
off.
stage.
Yeah. And then everyone goes.
Yeah. And the curtain goes. Yeah, curtain goes.
and then it's just the croc
That's how
and
the
he goes,
scene ends.
Poison boy.
That's how the scene ends. And then the next scene, it pulls up. It's just Peter Pan on a stump, and he's like, Tink, are you here? And then
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I think they're trying to fucking poison us.
Whatever gave you that idea?
I've been shitting my brains out for days.
Have you guys noticed that none of us have grown up? I think we're poisoned.
We aren't the first boys that have tried to be poisoned around
I think
here.
they're stunting our growth. It's something with our pituitary.
yeah.
Poison boys.
It makes you all dizzy and they can't find their way home, so they call the Lost Boys.
So yeah, what's a performance you guys remember doing that
I've
you want to talk
done-
about?
A lot. I was mentioning earlier, one of my favorite, what we would call a pure train wreck would be Grease. And
Every high
it
school
was
does
every
Grease.
high school does Grease.
You were
it
Danny.
was put on. It was like a student production because we would do those. And for our senior years, we'd have student productions of things. And we did a student production of Grease. And I remember like none of us could ever figure out Leader of the Pack. It would start in like that broom broom because it was like a recording. Like no, there's no
Of course
Yeah.
it was.
recording broom broom and. It was like every single time everyone was like, "Oh no, the song!" Like every time. It was just like,
So you ran out while
like,
the
it
song
would literally
started?
be like, yes. Every time, or we'd be on stage and be like, "Ba da da da," and go broom broom, and you just see panic. Broom broom, the leader of the pack. I met him at the grocery store. Every time. Just pure pandemonium. Always someone that couldn't, but just had the felt skirt that was like, yeah. So just the shittiest thing. And then I
that's
think
so
I've mentioned
funny.
it before, but I did a horrible monster musical, and they had to give me a broken leg because I couldn't dance.
And it was like I played like this old woman, and I was like singing in this voice the
It
entire
was a
time.
monster
It was
musical.
like I was literally like the mother of
It was a
Frankenstein.
graveyard bambusical.
So it's like, what is this? I think about it often because I'm like, what was this show? And it was like a huge thing that we put on at a
It was
junior
just a dream
college.
you had. And so
And it was like a fever dream. It was like, it's so reminiscent of Rocky Horror. Someone just yoinked it. But it literally was like, this couple shows up at this mansion and like Dracula's there, Frankenstein's there, the werewolf is there. And I'm like the mother of Frankenstein.
Frankenstein,
No, I know, I'm
your
not the
friends
mother,
want more
no.
punch?
I was the mother of a werewolf. and I
Don't
can-
forget to put on your bolts before you leave.
It's ridiculous. But I was like,
A werewolf boy.
and I remember singing, and they were just like, "What?"
You had
And
an
I'm
accent like that?
Yeah, they literally was like, "I want you to
Weird.
do a Russian accent for the werewolf
What
mom."
the
and I
fuck
was
musical was this?
like, "You got it." It's
Russian
called-
werewolf.
It's actually called "I'm Sorry the Bridge is Out. You'll have to spend the night."
That's
No.
the whole.
That's the whole
too
title.
long.
Jesus.
And it was unreal, but. That it was also one of those that like you'd be like, "Oh no, the song!"
We gotta go sing. I'm sorry,
oh
the bridge
no, we
is
gotta
out.
go! Like,
I hope I don't do that for this thing.
You're not. You're
No,
gonna be
it'll be
fine.
You'll
fun.
be great.
You're
There's
gonna be-
also like like when you're on stage with like a bunch of people, it's like a team.
Right,
team
that's
effort.
true.
It's nice.
Yeah,
It's super nice.
It's just been a while. I'm not actually. I mean, I'm a tiny bit nervous, but it's just been a while since I've done anything like this.
It's super fun though, and
You
it's
have
a
a great
total
time.
blast. And even when it is like, I don't know, even when it is as shitty as it can possibly be, it's like the most fun period.
Oh yeah,
like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
full
I'm very excited.
full-time blast.
Plus, we're all gonna be wasted, so won't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'm. That makes me feel better. Actually,
I don't know if you've heard about the long-held theater tradition. If you're in a theater troupe and you guys perm, everybody has sex with each other after.
I
the,
know.
After the
It's a-
I
final
was
That's
actually
being
told
orgy.
that. I
It's
was
a sex
actually.
being
Yeah.
orgy, yeah.
You're gonna get fingered.
Joe,
Eddie.
anything?
Eddie
anything-
got fingered.
Oh, Eddie got
What
fingered.
number is that on the list?
The laughs list.
I can't believe it beat Tootsie.
Yeah.
No, we're good,
Between
man.
airplanes?
I was in Pippin. I've talked about that
Oh, yeah,
before.
yeah, I love
but
that.
I'm still riding the high of us doing it together during our Poison the Boys bit. So I'm happy. I'm good. I'm
Oh,
done with the
great.
podcast.
Oh, okay, great. Great. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Well, listen. Thanks to Mike Falzone
Yes,
for
thank
filling
you,
in
Mike
Thanks for
today.
having me.
You're
Rest
always
in
a
peace,
great you're always a great guest / co-host / friend.
Thanks, man.
lover.
So it's great to see you /
Comfortable
lover.
environment in here.
Yeah, it always is. We try to be that, right,
warm.
Kate?
Except for the
Warm.
chairs.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
All right, well, guys.
We do have one more call out that I want to do. It's from
sure.
It's from our Patreon. We're going to get back into
yeah.
kind of giving out shout outs
The shout
to
out
some of our
perks,
our patrons at the I forget what the tier is called. We'll just say the 100 tier.
Yeah.
And we'd like to shout out projects from the people that help support us. And we've shouted this guy out before, but it's a really good one. It's
Yeah.
called lettersacrosstime.com. From
Oh,
Nick
yeah,
Perry.
this guy's awesome.
It's
Yeah, he's
really
great.
cool. It's a cool service where you basically sending you letters from characters through the mail. So
Yeah.
it's a service where he sends you a letter from a character or a person, and you open them up, and it's really cool. Let me read the bullet points a little bit
Okay.
better. It's short stories told through letters in the mail, written by unique characters throughout time. Go sign up for a free small email sample of one of the stories. There's short stories told through letters written to you about. For $25, you get
That's
3 months worth.
fun.
That's 6 letters. It's a great gift to give to people that are really into this type of stuff. For role players, book lovers, etc.
Also, when was the last time you got a letter?
I
love
know.
letters. I
It's
love
really
letters.
cool. And
Letters are
check it
nice.
out. There's lots of genres: horror, Western romance, historical crime. Go give it a look-see and give him some love because he gives us a lot of love too. That's Letters Across Time.
Can you do cool sex stuff with it?
I'm sure you could.
Like,
ask
could
Nick
you
Perry.
sext like Susan B. Anthony or something like that?
Well,
And
good.
she would write
This
you
is
back?
letters. It's letters. So if
Well,
you want to Google,
But you mean
My
by
dearest
sex?
Susan.
yeah,
you mean-
maybe give it a go.
Sexed, like writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got
Okay,
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
You're gonna have to check with Nick
essentially,
Perry.
we
I
could
don't
write
actually wanna
Werewolf
sex.
Mom as well. Like,
Yes.
we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well,
Yeah, man.
thank
I
you
love
so
it.
much for being a
Thanks, Nick
patron,
Perry.
Luke
Really
Perry.
appreciate- Nick Perry.
Perry.
Nick
Wow.
Perry.
All right.
Luke Perry.
Luke
Beverly
Perry might
Hills
be.
Thank you,
American
Luke
Out.
Perry. Sorry you're not doing better.
Luke.
So, guys, thank you so much for listening to the Valleycast. As always, we want to thank our patrons right off the top because you guys help us make this thing happen. And also, you patrons are lucky enough to get this podcast before everybody else, which is Mondays, as well as the full video version of the podcast where you can see us all doing our awkward hand movements during that Lost Boys musical part. And if you're not a patron, you get it on Thursdays, and then you get to see a highlights video of the podcast, but you don't get the whole tamale, and that's what I'm saying.
Everyone loves a tamale.
So, guys, thank you so much. Once again, thank you, Mike,
Yay, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
and thank you, Kate.
Yay,
Thanks, Kate.
Kate.
All right, bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.